Hi, my name is Juliette Vorster and I am the Metaphysical Motivator. Welcome to my website. I help people. I help them to find the voice of inspiration, that still small voice within. I help them to change the way they think about things and thereby move into a way of looking at the world differently, taking action steps and positive decisions to make changes in their life, to reprogram their mind, and ultimately to have a more abundant, a more joy-filled, a more loving experience of life. On the way to that journey, yeah, there might be some more stuff you get, but wouldn't a greater sense of inner peace, a greater sense of success by your own measure, be something that you would like? And I would love to help you to achieve all those things. How do I do that? Many, many different ways. Have you ever been in a situation where you look around you and everyone you see is having great success, or they're losing weight, or they're having great relationships, and for you, no matter what you seem to do, nothing quite comes together in the way that you hoped it would? That you work really hard and that you're chasing the dreams and that you're taking the steps you know to take, but still nothing seems to come into form. It never seems to quite manifest for you in the way that you see it happening for other people around you. Have you ever felt stressed or even depressed, or just generally hopeless or in struggle? The reason I know about all of these things is because I've been there. 10 years ago I was on antidepressants. I was in a place where I just didn't want to get out of bed in the morning, and life seemed completely hopeless to me. I was without any kind of focus, any desire for life. It really was just a complete struggle and a lot of unhappiness, a lot of tears. I was diagnosed with depression and I was prescribed antidepressants. I was really, really unhappy about that. That did not help my depression in any way, shape or form. I heard so much about antidepressants and I really, really didn't want to be on them. But in turn, actually, eventually that came out to be just such a gift to me, because it created within me a desire to learn about different ways to treat my depression from the inside out. Rather than medication, it was a great opportunity for me to go on a journey whereby I've learned so much stuff. I've learned about how the mind works. I've learned about how the universe works. I've deepened my personal connection to the creative source, however you want to describe that. For me, I've come into personal relationship with my creator. And I see that very much as an internal journey. And through that journey, I also discovered I had a passion for helping other people. I've done a lot of training, a lot of different courses on a lot of different subjects to give me the skills, tools and talents to teach you how you can change your life, how you can love and accept who you are at a greater degree, how you can take practical action steps to achieve a life that makes you go, wow, to claim and own and achieve your heart's desire. And I'd really like to get you started straight away. I know time is a creation of the man, but we don't have enough time for me to get all of the information that I have to you. So we're going to start straight away. And the first thing that people come to me with the challenge of is the chatter voice, or the monkey mind in their head. Those voices that are telling you you're not good enough, who do you think you are, how can you don't know how to do this, you can't do that. All of those voices, that negative self-talk that's constantly running. It's kind of like a hamster charging around a wheel on the inside of your head. So I'd like to give you a couple of quick tips that will help you to quieten that down. The first one's really, really, really easy. It comes from a teaching called Neuro-Linguistic Programming, NLP. And it's just really straightforward. I'd like you right now to imagine that you have a volume control for those voices in your mind. You can see that wherever in your body, in your mind. I always imagine it right in the middle of my chest. I imagine I have a great big old-fashioned dial that I can turn down. And whatever works for you is perfect for you. There's no right or wrong in this. This is just about what you know works for you. So imagine somewhere you've got a volume control. And just now, turn it down a little bit. Turn it down a little bit more. And then turn it down just a little bit more. and you will experience a quietening of those voices. Another NLP technique for you, even more effective I think than the first one, is right now just imagine your tongue getting really heavy. Really, really heavy in your mouth. Feel your tongue dropping down into the bottom of your palate. I can't do it and talk at the same time. That's the whole point of the exercise. So I want you to just really feel that tongue getting heavier and heavier and heavier and sitting right down into the bottom of your mouth. It's so heavy now that you can't possibly move it. And try and tune into those voices in your head. They may have gone all together, and they may just be really quiet now. And what's happening there is that physically, your mind thinks your body can't talk. And so all of the talk in your body stops. Great, easy techniques. Both of them you can do anytime, any place. Nobody needs to know what you're doing. But if you find that those inner voices, that negative self-talk is just getting too hot to handle, too much to bear, those are two great, easy techniques that you can apply anytime that will just take the volume down, will quieten them down, and allow you to just get in a calmer space. The next thing that I'm going to invite you to do to start this journey is going to seem like it's really counterintuitive. And for those of you that find sitting and relaxing difficult, you're just going to scream. But I know that you can do this. I'm going to invite you to spend 10 minutes every day sitting down and just focusing on your breathing. The medical doctor Andrew Weil, he's an American doctor, says that diet and exercise notwithstanding, if there was just one thing that he could prescribe to every one of his patients, it would be 10 minutes daily conscious breathing. So I'm pretty much asking you to do exactly that. And if you're saying right now, I don't have 10 minutes. If I had 10 minutes, my life would already be better. My question is always the same. If I was going to pay you £1 million for you to find 10 minutes in your day to sit and do nothing, could you find the time? And actually, I haven't met anybody yet in my life when I've asked that question that said no. The fact is you've got the time, you're just not making it a priority. And I invite you now, if you want to change your life, if in any area of your life you haven't got everything that you want, you're not living the life of your dreams, then I invite you to start this journey. To take that 10 minutes. It's really great if you can kind of make it the same time every day. Not absolutely to the second, but around the same time. And if it's when you first get up, or if it's at lunchtime, or if it's in the evening, you're programming your mind. And I invite you to do this for a minimum of 21 consecutive days. It needs to be consecutive, because this is about reprogramming the mind and making this a habit. So 10 minutes every day for 21 days. No mobile phones, no cats, kids and spouses, no music, just you sitting, focusing consciously on your breath, feeling the breath coming in through your nose, across your top lip, feeling it through your body. If you've ever seen a baby breathe, their chest barely moves. Their tummies are up and down, so I want you to breathe right down into your belly. This is not a time to worry about six-pack abs. This is a time to allow your Buddha belly or your muffin top to hang out. Wear clothes that aren't too tight. And just breathe. Feel the breath as it fills the body. Be aware of that slight pause when you've filled your body with the breath and before you exhale. And then be conscious of that breath leaving the body. Again, the pause that comes at the end of the breath. And just for 10 minutes, that's all you have to do. You have some great tools and techniques already for if those chatter voices start up, and they will, and this is a practice. When a child learns to walk, it doesn't give up the first time it falls over. This is no different. This is just about a practice. The first day it's probably going to feel like it's pain. The second day it'll get easier, and it'll just get easier and easier if you're prepared to take the journey and do the practice. I know you can do it. And I know it will change things in your life. It will give you the opportunity of that still small voice of your inspiration that's already in you and it's craving to be heard. But because of all the chatter, because of all the constant rush, because of the busyness we have in our lives right now, it's not getting heard, but it's there. So those are my 2 invitations. Practice, do it every day. I look forward to seeing you the next time. Thank you for spending the time with me.